To the passengers of Flight 327, Maggie Turner was just another flight attendant, kind eyes, soft voice, a little tired but always polite. She wore her blonde hair pinned back, shoes polished, and moved through the cabin with quiet rhythm. She offered drinks, adjusted blankets, helped a nervous first-time flyer in 12C take a deep breath before takeoff. But Maggie wasn't always in the sky. Years ago, she was Staff Sergeant Margaret Turner, U.S. Air Force, Signals Intelligence. She could pull meaning from static. She could pick up on tension in a man's voice before it cracked. She left service after a mission in Ankara cost a friend her life. And she hadn't worn a uniform since. Today, she wore Navy slacks and a name tag that said Maggie. But the instincts? Still there. Mid-flight over the Atlantic, she noticed a man in 17A. He hadn't eaten. Hadn't spoken. Just stared, a little too long, at the cockpit door. His bag was under the seat, but unopened. He mumbled to himself. Soft, steady, like a pattern. Others wouldn't hear it. But Maggie did. She'd heard it before, timed whispers. And they never meant anything good. Maggie didn't panic. She breathed in. Stepped into role. She offered the man water. He refused. His eyes? Blank. But locked on. She returned to the galley and scribbled a note. Seat 17A. Possible threat. Whispering sequence. Respond calmly. She handed it to the flight marshal during meal service, tucked behind a foil-wrapped tray. He raised an eyebrow. You sure? I'm not guessing, she said. But Maggie didn't stop there. While her crew moved calmly through the aisle, Maggie pulled up the intercom from the cockpit, a quiet loop of cabin sounds that fed into the encrypted system. She turned up the volume. Focused. Arabic. Whispered. Rhythmic. Counting. 12. 11. 10. That's when her chest tightened. She scribbled again. Possible device. Don't confront. Divert quietly. Keep cabin calm. The captain rerouted to Shannon, Ireland. No announcement. Just turbulence as an excuse. The man in 17A never moved. He didn't even flinch when police boarded after landing. He was taken in and found to be carrying a timed detonation device disguised in a portable charger. Maggie had bought the plane 30 more minutes, just enough. No one screamed. No one cried. Because no one knew. And that was the point. The next day, the story was buried beneath news cycles. Maggie got a quiet call from someone she hadn't spoken to in years, a voice from Langley. You still got it, they said. I wish I didn't have to, she replied. They offered a medal. She declined. No one on that flight knew I did anything. Let's keep it that way. She went back to work a week later. Same route. Same uniform. Same Maggie. Only now, when she walked the aisle, every detail hit a little harder. The child laughing in a cartoon. The elderly man squeezing his wife's hand. The teenage girl curled up near the window, dreaming of something big. She looked at them and whispered in her heart, You're safe. And you'll never know why. She didn't need headlines. She needed quiet. But when danger came knocking at 35,000 feet, Maggie Turner opened her ears and answered. Not every hero shouts. Some observe. Some remember how patterns sound in a whisper. And some, like Maggie, keep flying, not because they have to, but because the world still needs watchers. Even if the world never thanks them. Bravery isn't always loud. Sometimes it walks the aisle with a coffee pot and a soldier's heart. Studio microphone. If this story moved you, like and subscribe to the Soul Script. Drop a airplane or red heart in the comments and tell us, who's the quiet protector in your world?